Hello friends, and welcome to the finale of Donkey Kong 64. We've gotten everything we can get up to this point. We have 200 golden bananas, we have every colored banana in the game, we have every other collectible that has been asked of us to collect. So now, it is time for the final showdown. Hideout Helm, here we come. And final major cutscene. Geez, Rool, if you weren't sleeping on the job, maybe you would have taken over DK Isle. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! It's the Kongs! Wake up, you fools, and activate the machine! Geez, if everyone wasn't sleeping on the job, maybe he would have already taken over. But it's not fully tested. It might explode and destroy us all. Don't tell me what I can't do! Please, Master, just give us a few more hours. No, the time has come. Goodbye, DK Isles. Now here we got Snide over here. Do you remember those blueprints? So now Snide will explain exactly what the benefit is. Here's the deal, Kong. The blueprints you found have allowed me to block the Blastomatic's firing sequence for 50 minutes. You must locate and deactivate the machine in the main cavern. Hurry, or you won't have an island to go back to. So, we've got 50 minutes to complete the objective, and that timer keeps ticking. Here we go. There we go. I think I need Lanky for this first bit. Yes. And one of my favorite tropes in games, when you're in a finale area, and there's like a really epic tune going on, but you know the music can change on a dime, when they don't change the song. This song plays throughout the whole thing, and it is awesome. So we've got to get through all of these various puzzles. Most of them are pretty straightforward. It's just making sure we can get through this. Oh, nope. Wrong one. Huh, who knows? Maybe they will stop us in 50 minutes. So had we not handed a single blueprint in, we would have only 10 minutes to get to the end of this. Every blueprint you hand in gives you an extra minute. Which doesn't sound like much, but it does take a little bit of time to do this, especially if you're a new player. So it is a good idea to have found a few blueprints. Okay, I need the tiny barrel. There we go. Now, obviously, 50 minutes is plenty of time, so it's not like I have to rush, but at the same time, I don't want to dawdle. I mean, my island could blow up in 50 minutes. I don't want that. Alright. So after a few little puzzles there, we have made it to the main room. So here we are with the Blastomatic. Alright, so I need DK, I think. Where's that tag barrel? There you are. Of course I go the long way. DK, your time to shine. So we're going to have to go through a series of minigame challenges in order to shut down the machine. There are 10 minigames in total. Each Kong has to do 2. And upon completion of each Kong's individual challenges, we are awarded a banana medal. So in case anyone was going, like, there was only 35 out of 40 banana medals, whereas the other 5? They are in here, and they are basically freebies. Okay, so every Kong has a thing to do before we get to this. No, Diddy. Control. It's 2, 3, 4. Should be the last one over here. There we go. And that opens up door number 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, so remind me, door number 1, that is opened with... It's like, Chunky's gotta slam him? That's what I'm going with. Might as well let Chunky slam as many of these as I can. Eagle-eyed viewers would notice that the one that was high up that Chunky can't access didn't have a gate on it. So, we are fine. Chunky doesn't need to go super high up in this layer. So this will be door number 1. We'll get DK over here as soon as possible. There we go. How'd he miss the first time? So this would be... Oh, Chunky! I need you to land on the stairs. That'll be Tiny, I think, later. We'll go across here. We'll get the last door, and then we can begin the dismantling of the machine via minigames. Here we go. So can I just say, this tune is perfect for Hideout Helm right now. There's actually 2 different versions of the song that plays. One during this infiltration, and the other that plays once you have successfully disabled the machine. Both of them are great, but this one that is playing is perfect. Alright. Well, that took 5 minutes, so if you didn't find a single blueprint, you had 5 minutes to do all of this. And by all of this, I mean all 10 minigames. Good luck. The nice part is, they have variety. Jump into the blast barrel and hit 3 targets. Wow, I missed. Depending on how things go. Okay, good thing. Okay, so 1, 2... Okay, that's the first one. Yeah, the minigames themselves aren't like the standard minigame barrels we had been going through. These will actually have, like, unique challenges. See, like, we even get a return appearance of Rambi. Wow, it's Rambi! So, what do we have to do here? We have to kill 18 in 30 seconds and not hit an electric pole. Got it. Works for me. At least it's not beavers. If there are beavers that do show up, I am going to bash them with extreme prejudice. Just because they bother me so much. And there we go, that's 2. So that takes care of this generator. And opens up the next one. Which is... Chunky, okay. And also, freebie banana metal. Now, if you are starved for time, you can just leave the metal and then come back if you are, like, minutes away from destruction. Okay, I need that tag barrel. Chunky! I think you are up these... No, you are up your own set of steps. I do remember that. The dulcet tones of the Chunky Triangle. Destroys everything in its path, just like Chunky. Alright. Chunky minigame the first. Let's see what we got. Is it Hunky Chunky Smash? You'll like this one, Chunky. Just find the hidden gremlin and bash him. I do like that there is a simplicity to this, where it's just like, let's just have a little fun here. Oh, that's the gremlin. Oh no, I actually lost. Oh no. Bash Gremling! Bash Gremling! Ooh, do I have to actually bash all 4 boxes? Oh, I don't. There we go. This entire minigame was just latched behind a giant box and K. Rool's minion. Alright, well that's the third game. Here goes minigame number 4. Oh, stay on the platform and shoot targets, right? Stand on the podium and use the sniper scope to shoot the baddies. Respawn? There we go. Where was that last one? It was over here somewhere, was it not? You. Aha! Stray shot and it worked. Alright. That is the next box. Yeah, the timer still keeps going even during these cutscenes, so you definitely have to keep that in mind. Alright, Tiny is next. Alright, so this is about as far as I would get with no blueprints. So, let's see how many extra minutes it would have taken me. Time for Tiny. I think if I remember, one of her challenges is literally just find a way to ponytail twirl around a section. We'll find out. I was about to say, where'd that back guy go? Alright. Minigame number 5. Yes, this was the challenge. Jump through the 3 stars without touching the ground and hit the switch. Something that only our long-distance flyer Tiny could do. There we go. Only monkeys with extreme abilities can pass through my challenges. They're passing through your challenges, sir. Darn it. Alright, and we're gonna go high and flying. Use the mushroom to leap through the stars. Okay, that's number 1. Need a better camera. And better accuracy. There we go. That's Tiny's minigame. 6 out of 10. Alright, and only 12 minutes in. Not bad. I could have this done before 20. Definitely. Alright, got that. Onwards to the 4th section. Oops, wrong way. This whole way it's just been going the one direction as far as the Kongs are concerned, so that is kind of nice. Alright, over here we go. Round 4. I don't know if Lanky will have any rank stand type minigames. Some things I do remember and some things I just don't. So let's find out. Oh, I think we do. Hit the switch hidden in the maze and reach the finish line. First part of the mission should just be hit the barrel. Okay, well I hit the switch. Find the exit. I can! Nice! I was just winging the whole thing. Alright, that's number 6. Let's get number 7. Oh wait, no, that's number 7. I'd already dealt with number 6. What the heck? Now it's time for 8. What do we got? Blast the Zingers? didn't give me... I don't have any homing ammo, so I can't make this easy on myself. I guess my accuracy needs a little practice. Alright, well, this might take me a few tries. If I get a more... Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for a more central location. Oops, no. Can't necessarily do that. Look at me being smart. Okay, that itself is going to be its own problem. Yes! That was a buzzer beater. Wow, I just actually realized the pun I made there. Nice. Well, we are 4 generators down, 1 to go, 15 minutes in. Well, I've got a lot of time backed up just in case I fail a lot. Okay. So I need to borrow the jetpack again. And we will get ourselves to the highest level. As soon as I finish Diddy's minigames, I will have successfully turned off the generator. Like, that'll be it for these challenges. But I am going to go super high up, because I think there is something on the top here. Okay, Rool Arena. I have to remember that that's there. I will deal with that when I don't have an extra time limit on me. How high up was the final... Right there. So there we go. Time to rock out to the final minigames. Alright, let's begin. What are you? Bash the Kremling that activated the switch, then press it. Okay. Still not it. Is it one of these two? Well, thanks for at least giving me an indication. Okay, 1 game to go. Let's begin. Take to the air and shoot 4 switches to get a surprise. This will be good practice for one of the things I have to do in the final boss fight. Oh, I thought that would have done it. And the nice part is they give you infinite ammo and crystal coconuts for these challenges. Oh, it's not like the other switches. I have to actually push you. I guess taking out the enemies is another thing. Now, does the timer immediately stop? It does not. We have to wait for the cutscene to play. And that's it. The machine is off. We have succeeded. The island is no longer in danger. And now we can head up to Rool. Every time I get to play this game, this is always a fun section for me. Like, there's a lot of tension. It's not... there's a lot of tension, but it's not the hardest thing to deal with in the world. Like, I had plenty of time, as you saw. Like, I could have done this with collecting 8 blueprints, 8 or 9, for the extra 8 or 9 minutes. So it is entirely doable, but it has enough tension that it makes it just fine. Shockwave Showdown, you say? You mean, how long can I keep 2 enemies from not doing a shockwave? I'm glad you asked. Well, this will be the final K-Rool Arena, I think. Yeah, Crown should say 10 out of 10 at this point. I'm glad I did have that one round of practice with Diddy to check and make sure that this worked. So I'm glad that things are working. Because most battle arenas can be done with any Kong, but there are some that are specifically, like, in areas where you have no choice but to do it with a specific Kong. Like this one here, like, unless you use glitches, there's no way you're getting anyone but Diddy up here. So all's good. Oh no. No one told me a third! Well, timed that right. There we go. Couldn't do Shockwave Showdown without a Shockwave, now could I? But that's it, for crowns at least. That is all 10 of them. I'll even check just to be sure. 10 out of 10, there we go. Down we go. Alright, now there was, I think it was this way? Don't remember climbing any stairs going this way. Well, let's go explore the rest of the hideout, now at our own leisure. Ah, it was 4 crowns, okay. Now, one of the things I really love about older games is that a lot of their scenes are done in engine. So, like, this was the room where the Kremlings were doing the steering of the ship. And now that we actually get to, like, explore it, that's, like, the really cool part. Alright. So as we go about these doors here, there are cutscenes that do play out. So K-Rool's like, oh no! I must get out of here. So now we've got K-Rool going into this control room here. We'll see how that works in just a little bit. And there we go. This weird mechanical croc ship. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get to K-Rool in here, but we can at least keep progressing. Now here's the same room that we were just in. Once again, another in-engine thing that I really like. Now this is where the game would just troll you. This is where you would need the coins. If you knew where they were, that's one thing. If you didn't know where they were, good luck. And also the 2 Banana Fairies of Hideout Helm just are conveniently located in this room. But not conveniently getting in front of my camera clicker. So we'll do what I do best. Put a little extra distance. And snap. Did I literally get both? Like, did it glitch me there and give me both? Oh, it did! Well done, Diddy. You've rescued all the fairies. Now come back and see me. Well, it gave me all of them. That works. And that is also the last key for K-Lumsy's cage. So, no further reason to stay here. Let's head on out. And of course, since the vines are invisible to anyone but Chunky, we have to use the warp pad. So we're going to go take care of handing in K-Lumsy's key first, and then we'll get that cutscene to play out. Geronimo! There we go. And now we begin the final segment of the game. with the final key. And I think you lift? Yes, so you lift up. K-Lumsy is free! Happy days! Now as that's going on, it's time for K. Rool to lift off. I mean, to be honest, that ship really does just look like a knockoff toy. I mean, certainly if that came out as a toy in like the early 2000s, like, I'm sure people would have bought this. So now K. Rool is into the skies and taking off. And of course, as we do that, K-Lumsy is free. And now you can see just how big K-Lumsy is. As big as the island. K-Lumsy's like, oh, is that my old K. Rool friend? I'm gonna smack you right out of the sky. And the boulder. And now that we've done that, the ship is now crashed on the backside of DK Isle, and we can go visit it whenever we need to. But we do have one last thing to take care of. One final collectible that we need to get. And for that, Tiny gets one last banana. Now, I suppose I could have just used the 5 ore, but oh well. One last chance to listen to another one of my favorite songs from the game. And here we are. Tiny! Oh, Tiny, you did it! You rescued all the banana fairies and restored peace to Banana Fairy Island. Thank you. I can now reveal our secret. The 201st banana. Tiny, thanks once again. Banana Fairy Kingdom is eternally grateful to you and your friends. Well, why don't we go just have ourselves a little peek over here? Like, since we are tiny, this banana is huge. But this is the secret 201st golden banana, the rareware banana. Definitely when I came to Banana Fairy Isle the first time, I always did wonder what was behind this door. Because it, like, seeing that the area was not symmetrical, as in, like, one door on here and then no door on the other side, it was always one of those mysteries to me. It's like, what is behind that door? And, like, certainly with a lot of earlier games, like, they can put things into this game that have no real meaning, like, or just decorative pieces, like these water fountains here. It's like, sure, like, they look great. Do they have to have a purpose other than just being decoration? No. So it's like, is that door the same thing? Is it just there for decoration, or does it have a real secret behind it? And sure enough, it did. So Tiny has collected our 201st golden banana. And now it is time for the final challenge of the game. So we have faced K. Rool as a king on a ship. Oh yeah, and here's the wreckage of the Flying Croc, or I guess it would be Flying Croc. I'm not sure if there's an official name. But we have faced K. Rool as a king on a ship. We have faced K. Rool as a pirate captain. We have faced K. Rool as a mad scientist. It is now time to go into the ship's internal wrestling arena and face K. Rool in a boxing ring, complete with its own mic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event of the game. We bring you 12 3-minute rounds of boxing for the undisputed heavyweight championship of DK Isles. Brought to you by this evening by Rare and Nintendo in association with Rool Enterprises. Introducing the Kong family. What is this, Family Feud? Versus King Crusher Rool. That's right, amongst all that time of being able to fly away, yeah, time to get into boxing gear. All right. Thank you. All right. Judges at ringside are non-existent, and your timekeepers tonight will act in a fair and unbiased manner. Which means we have nothing to worry about. Weighing in at a solid 800 pounds, I give you the primitive primate, Donkey Kong! King K. Rool! Alright, so we've got 5 separate rounds of boss fights here, each with their own gimmick, and each will be faced with their own Kong. So DK's here, as you would expect, as the master of barrel blasting. We'll fight with launching ourselves into K. Rool. We just have to wait for an opening. So whenever K. Rool decides to cheer to the crowd, that's when we can land a hit. And not to mention, we also only have 3 minutes per round. Gotcha. Okay, now the next one, if I remember, is a quick launch. I remember some things. Oops. Jeez, that's a shockwave. 1, 2, 3. There. That one I remember being the trick to the 3rd round. Like, K. Rool does make a bigger opening later, but if you're quick to respond, that is the opening you want. Yeah. Okay, so that was a bit of a fake out. 4, 5, 6. Aha! I timed it right! And every round usually goes for 4 hits. And once you've landed the 4th hit, you're good. Well, that's round 1. Let's get round 2. And now making his way into the ring, it's the champ of chimps, Diddy Kong! Alright. So we've just got to last a few seconds here, and then it's time to fly! Now, of course, being boomerang gloves, they will actually follow us. But the goal is to hit the targets on the lights, which will drop them on K. Rool's head and somehow not knock him out. Not the first time, anyway. Not close enough. Nice. Now, it is a good idea to keep trying to lower and heighten your distance from K. Rool, because that does mess up the punching glove and gives you at least a brief opportunity to get away without damage. Okay. Alright, we're doing good. That's 3 of 4. Alright, I'll take the boost. No. Fly, you chimp! Gotcha! And with 4 lights to the head, K. Rool sees lights as he gets knocked out. Alright, well that is round 2. And now it's time. He boasts the longest reach currently in the world today, introducing Lanky Kong! Now, as the monkey who loves to just play around, this round is going to be for the laughs. So K. Rool is currently unable to see or really hear anything at this point. So now we have to play some pranks. So we will get these barrels filled with bananas. And we have to now lead K. Rool to these pads. Well, we'll play the instrument, and K. Rool will obviously go towards where he hears the sound. If we place a banana in the pathway, if I can grab it. So yes, with the banana in the way, K. Rool will slip, and that'll cause the damage. So I just have to hope this time that K. Rool will actually follow it. Gotcha. All right, that's 2. Go. Now, as the round progresses, we do lose the music pads, naturally. So we do have to vary our location as we keep doing the round. All right, well, we are 3 in so far. That's good. We just have to get over here and get this 4th one. Now, of course, K. Rool does get faster. Which way are you going? Where's that pad? Right there. As you can see, we've got plenty of time. We just have to have K. Rool. Oh, is that... Oh, hopefully I timed that right. Please just slip right away. Gotcha! And after having had fun with the comedy routine, K. Rool is knocked out. We're dinging the bell. Stop the round. All right, well, we are 3 rounds in. 2 more to go, and that's it for the game. Now we take this scheduled break as we get both fighters back and ready to go. Seems like Tiny is already in the ring, ready to duel with K. Rool. And what's this? It seems like it's lights out for everyone but K. Rool. Alright. Well, K. Rool's got his sight back. And it is time for the next round. Hailing with all the way from TK Isles, it's the girl with the whirl, Tiny Kong. Alright. Oh, there. So you might think, what's going on here? Well, it seems like K. Rool is in a little bit of pain. Works through it the first time, and we just keep going. After a few more shockwaves. Now K. Rool is like, oh no! Seems like doing a few too many shockwaves might have hurt his backside. Time to get in there and cause some pain in other areas. So we have to dodge all of the toes until one decides to lift itself up, and we shoot it. Now, it's a basic rhythm memory game, so every time we do that, we have to do what we did before, shooting a different toe, in addition to one other round of, like, memory hits. So, I'll show you here in just a moment with the next. So what we'll go through here first is the exact same rhythm that we did before. Oops. But now it's the second toe that gets hit, and now we have another round of toes to work through. Luckily, the timer for the round does not continue as we go into K. Rool's shoe. So as you can see, we still have 2 minutes on the clock. Or I am losing melons. This is not good. Okay, in we go. Alright, time for the third round. So we'll have to hit the third toe 3 times. Just have to focus here a little bit, because I am losing more melons than I'd like. Okay, so that's round 3. One more round, and K. Rool will be out for this round. That's right, do fast shockwaves. I can float over those. Oh my goodness, you're just hitting me with a lot of indirect punches. Gonna move? Yes, you're gonna move. Need 2 more shockwaves. Nope. Alright. Final round. So that's the first hit. Ouch. Oh wow, this I think is the most health I have ever lost in one go. I might actually lose. Focus me. Oh no. I am 1 hit. I might pause buffer. I think that saved me. I legitimately think that pause buffering there just saved me. If I didn't think to move left there, I think I was out. Pause buffering, it's a skill. Whew, okay. I don't have to repeat all that. Tipping the scales at a mighty 2,000 pounds, he's the hard-hitting Chunky Kong! Tink tink. Final round. Now this time K. Rool's just like, I'm going all out. And going invisible. So as long as we don't get hit. So we have to hit the switch to turn ourselves into the invisible Kong that also reveals a chunky barrel. And once we are in huge chunky, we can now begin the punching! Kersmack! Do that 3 more times and we win. At least this time we get some actual boxing. Oops. I got falling damage? Thankfully, hitting the switch is the hardest part of this. Hitting K. Rool is the second hardest. And you do have to time it a little bit more closely in the later hits. So we're two rounds in. I got falling damage again? Duly noted, don't jump. Pad up, you're going dead center. Alright, time for the third punch. Now he turns invisible. But, thankfully, we can still follow the shadow. One more hit, and this game's over. Oh my goodness. Thank you. No falling damage today. Where's that last pad? Here we go. Turning invisible. He's gonna go all around the arena. We don't know where K. Rool will be. But it's knockout! And K. Rool is down! There we go! The game is over! But what's this? K. Rool is up one last time! He's going for Chunky! But what's this? In the red corner. It's Candy Kong! Well, that is one way to distract someone. Settle down there, Rool. But what's this? In the other side of the arena, it's Funky Kong! Packing some mean artillery. I'ma give you the boot! Now watch as physics are completely ignored as the horizontally moving boot makes Rool go vertical. And there goes Rool. Kersploosh. Hi, Rool. Do you remember when you locked me in a cage? I didn't. Let me show you how I felt. And that's it. DK64, 100% completed. Or 101%, I guess, if we are following the game's logic. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Like, I know that I had a few instances and during this playthrough where it was definitely like I was... It sounded like I was either going insane or definitely getting frustrated. And yes, that is something I completely expected with this game when I decided to tackle the game and go for a 100% run of it. So, fully expected. I knew that was coming, and I was ready for it, whatever came about. And like, other than the 2 final rounds of Beaver Bother, I mean, I got through everything else. Or at least I think those were the only 2 things that were like I had to go to extreme measures. But yes, this game is still one of my favorites to play. Like, I've got a lot of nostalgia for a lot of N64 games and games of that era, so it is definitely something that lends a lot of credence to want to come back to and play these games again. But DK64 in general just has so much personality behind it that every time I do play it, it's like I get a good share of laughs. I enjoy the platforming adventuring, and especially the collecting nature of this game. Like, you saw how many collectibles you had to get to effectively get everything. And as you saw, I didn't care about the monetary coins because nothing was tracking that. And there were still plenty of those that I ignored throughout the entirety of the game, because clearly this game has no issue giving you tons and tons of money. So it is definitely a lot, but I enjoy games where it's like you're collecting a lot of things throughout the game. You're constantly tracking how well you're doing. Like, it's something that I just have a lot of fun doing. So I am definitely glad that I got to play this game again, for sure. Now that I have done my 100% run of this game, that does now give me all the warm-up that I need if I decide to pull out the Donkey Kong 64 randomizer, which is definitely something I've been looking forward to playing. Thankfully, there are ways to set things up where it's not like all the nightmare things you'd have to deal with. Like, in fairness, the only 2 things I wouldn't want to do are the arcade machine and Beaver Bother, but other than that, everything else is essentially fair game. And it's something that I really am looking forward to. So eventually I will figure things out as far as settings go, and whenever the DK mood strikes, I will definitely have DK64 randomizers coming out. I'm not sure how frequently, because I know I've got other things that I do want to play, but I'm certain I can find some time for a good old-fashioned DK randomizer whenever the mood strikes. So here we go with one last little roundabout. DK's Jungle. I think the credits part is over, but we are just still going through the character reel here. Let's see here. Yep, I think we're just about finished. I know basically every Kong's been shown up here. I think we're just getting one last little airfare show from the Squawks Brigade. I think we're gonna get like a DK symbol in the sky. There we go. DK! Now, I'm sure some people who have played DK64 have wondered why I've never shown off the DK rap, one of the most infamous things with this game. Well, let's just be honest here. That is something that is just simply a music video, and I'm not sure if the video overlords of YouTube would enjoy that. So that is something that I have not decided to play in this, but trust me when I say this, the DK rap is one of the funniest parts about this game, and I would definitely have loved to have played it, but I'm not going to try to chance it. But here we go with one last little bit of the main credits here, with all of the Kongs just enjoying their time with their new friend, K Lumsy, who is a friend to all Kongs and a friend to DK Isle. We will never see him again after this game. That, I will say, it would have been a really cool idea had there been like a cheats option to change the skybox of DK Isle, because if you could get like a sunset skybox, that would have been a really cool idea as like a either like a Banana Fairy secret or as another 100% secret. I definitely actually would have loved it as a Banana Fairy secret, because that means in subsequent playthroughs you could have tried to use that skybox. But anyways, here is something that you get for the 100% completion of the game. It is auditions and bloopers. And this is all just done in, we'll say, like, satire, because, like, this is meant to be a funny bit here. And, of course, we've got Cranky sitting in his rocking chair, just like Donkey Kong Country 1, except this time Cranky is the director. Okay, so, yep, we got DK coming out. Now, as someone who is an introvert, things like this are definitely enough to make me nervous. Like, I totally feel how DK is feeling right now. Like being behind a mic is one thing, but doing it in person, it's very nerve-wracking for me. Yep, I know that feeling.
Next.
Crash. Chunky. Hey, someone get that sound editing figured out. What am I holding?
Next.
Whee! Is this a giant starfish wheel? Yeah. That's cool.
Next.
No, I don't want to think of... Dogadon, I know exactly how you feel right now. Those beavers bother everyone.
Next.
Oh, so that's where they got the instructions for the one game in Frantic Factory. Alright, so that would be... Oh, the Mermaid and Candy. And Tiny. Okay, I have to say, knowing that I know the Mermaid is technically very tiny, that feels like a size proportion difference that is, like, weird. Because Candy is tall, Tiny is small, and I feel like the Mermaid is in between. That looks to be like they're all the same height, so... That just looks like size proportion difference to me. And then you get an alternate universe where K. Rool and DK are friends. No, 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 no. No, stop with the beavers. That's my nightmare right there. Oh, DK having a little trouble there. And... Jink! Hooray for slapstick humor! My favorite. Hello, tiny fairy. Zoom! And that's it. All right. I'm just gonna pass through here a little bit because, again, I don't want the. I don't necessarily want to put the DK wrap on screen, but it is definitely one of those, like, I just want to avoid that possibility, as I stated previously. So we'll just get on the menu here. We're back at the menu just like the start of the game. Well, that's it for DK64. I gave my spiel before with how now that I finished this, the randomizers are now online for playing, if anyone is interested in seeing those. But who knows how long that'll be. Like, I've got plenty of other games to play, so let me know if you're interested, and that might sway my opinion to trying a round of the randomizer. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching this playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it all. This, again, was definitely a really fun experience for me, minus the few hiccups, so I'm really glad I got a chance to play DK64 again. And I hope you will join me on the next adventure, whenever and whatever that might be. So until next time, thank you very much for watching today. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day.